Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Squared Circle. It is Monday night, May 6th, 2013. We got some things going on here. We got a Raw TV preview. We got some news on The Undertaker and an article that was published a few years ago about some of the influence he has over the goings-on in the WWE.
Right.
Should be pretty interesting. And joining us here, along with John Zimmerman, is Mr. Lucifer Lord. How you doing tonight?
I'm good.
You're good.
Always good.
You're
for
good.
the most part. We try to be.
We're gonna talk about the New Hope coming up. I understand.
Yep.
New Hope, which is May 18th.
May 18th, Shelton, Connecticut, as always. Big card.
Boys and Girls Club of Shelton, and I got news about the NEFW this Saturday evening in Chicopee, Massachusetts as well. But the long road to WrestleMania, from WrestleMania to Extreme Rules, continues tonight, guys.
Yep.
We're going to Extreme Rules. That's the next pay-per-view. And even though supposedly he has an ankle injury, they're still talking about John Cena versus Ryback. They haven't changed it at all.
You know, it's getting pretty lean, you know, with all the injuries going on in the WWE. If John Cena goes out, I mean, nobody's going to buy this pay-per-view. It's getting, you know, I really have no interest in it. You know, it really seems to be like a lame duck. You know, I mean, yeah, not to mention the PG, Extreme Rules in PG.
Extreme
really
Rules
just,
in PG, yeah, it's
you know. So I mean, that already makes it lame to start with, and just, I mean, really, what match on there haven't we seen yet, and it's really sparking anybody's interest?
There's not too much interest there. I mean, it's more interesting to me, I think, to see Triple H and Brock Lesnar again, to be honest with you, than John Cena and Ryback.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, I agree.
Been there and done that, but it's still...
And it wasn't that exciting last time.
Yeah. I don't know. Something about the two of them getting it on. I mean, I think one more time. I think if they drag it out any further than Extreme Rules, I mean, how many more different kinds of matches are they going to...
Right. I agree. You know what? I really hope this is the blow-off match because, you know, enough's enough.
It should be. I don't see what else they can do.
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell, Falls Count Anywhere, in the whole world. I don't know.
Right.
But so the top main event, John Cena versus Ryback for the WWE title. Cena's continuing to sell this ankle injury.
I don't know
what.
I don't know how real it is.
Supposedly, it happened over in the European tour somewhere, Russia or whatever. But if he was really injured, what's he still doing around?
Yeah, well, like I said...
Well, he's the #1 guy. He has to be around.
Yeah.
But how much do I believe it's a work?
Right.
I'd say it's more 90% work than anything. Or they were just smart enough to incorporate it. But when I watched him wrestle, and, you know, he really grabbed that ankle. He went to pick someone up in that match he had with the Shield, and like he really was like showing like, oh, I kicked him. I really couldn't do it. And then all of a sudden he's got something on his shoulders and he's walking around.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of like, really?
Yeah.
He probably...
I mean, from a man who knows, right? I mean, you've worked injured before. And
I have. It's not fun. I mean, you do have adrenaline going, you know, on the show, but if he's hurt, it's bad enough to where he has to tag out of the match and then go back in all of a sudden, pick, you know, a 300-pound guy up over his head and...
He may have strained something real quick, and then they're playing, and he went to grab his ankle or something, and they're playing on that. Somebody quickly said, you know something, we could do something with that.
It's probably better than taking him off the show for an ankle injury. So.
Well, yeah, like I said, if they take him off the pay-per-view, I mean, who's going to buy this? I mean, you know, what would be your main event? Just, you know, Brock Lesnar and Triple H?
There was a pay-per-view recently without Cena on it, wasn't there?
Prior, I mean, obviously it was prior to WrestleMania.
I would say within 6 months. Well, I feel like I drawn a blank. Was it Royal Rumble? Was he not?
Not Royal Rumble.
He won the Royal Rumble.
All right, he won the Royal Rumble. It was
the one before that.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
That's back in December.
Yeah.
That's going back a while.
I mean, the point is they've done it.
Right.
You know, I don't know what the ratings were for it. I don't know offhand.
Speaking of ratings, have you seen on our Facebook page the numbers, the financial numbers that came out for WWE for this past quarter? Not very good. Not very good.
Didn't actually see it. No.
Yeah. You don't even see our own page. If you go
I posted something on there today.
If you go on the Facebook page, the financial numbers have been transferred over, and they're not very promising. The the stock has held steady, and they're still waiting on the numbers to come in from the Dead Man Down movie, because in this past quarter they spent the money to make the movie, but they haven't seen the return on it yet. So maybe that'll, I mean, it did do well, so maybe that'll tip the scale a little bit. But yeah, the stock really hasn't risen too much. So, and there's a rumor, Chael Sonnen allegedly made the comment that he wants to purchase the WWE.
I have something about that. Okay. Chael Sonnen, the UFC fighter, talking to TMZ. He wants to buy the WWE, and the WWE is responding that they're not for sale.
No, it's not. It's a publicly traded company.
Exactly.
So he could buy shares in it.
Yeah, they said if he wants to buy stock in the company, that's fine. I mean, the only things about Sonnen is he was training with Steve Austin once. He and Punk are good friends.
Right.
But other than that, why would he want to buy the WWE? What would he do with it?
Well, I mean, it is worth right now $500 million with a B. That is $500 million. So, I mean, it is a profitable company, and it does remain. Like I said, the stock has remained steady. So it's not, running at a loss by any means. It is making a profit. Just it isn't increasing its profit share by a whole lot.
Because they have no competition. Competition would make a change.
I agree.
Competition is always good for business.
Yeah.
That's what what was so good about the ratings war.
Well, yeah, back in the day. But at the moment, TNA is which we'll get to. TNA is not competition at all. It's a joke.
I got something about TNA. I'll just jump to TNA. We'll just do the TNA news and get it over with now.
Yeah.
Since I only have one bit for TNA, and that's it. Excuse me. They're planning in 2014, on January 30th, from the Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland. They're planning to do a live Impact broadcast. A live Impact broadcast.
Right.
Is that live?
Live. From Scotland.
So what time would that be here? I mean, that's like bizarre.
In order for it to be live here at 8 p.m., they're going to have to do it live at midnight there.
Yeah, that's
interesting.
Yeah, that's weird. But you go figure with TNA. It's just getting worse. It's getting worse by the week. It's nearly unwatchable.
I watch every now and then. Usually Thursdays on training.
Right.
It's hard to catch it, but when I do, it doesn't hold my attention. I don't know if it's the writers to me. I mean, they have guys that have ability.
Yeah.
And they have guys that can work.
And I've been saying though all along. I mean, especially the homegrown talent. But their women's division, the knockouts are far superior talent-wise to the Divas division. But I don't know. Like you said, the writing is just poor. The pacing of the show is really horrible, and it's almost unwatchable.
I think the biggest thing is, I think we talk about all the time, is the big guys not getting on spotlight.
Yeah.
It's still all wrapped around Hogan.
Yeah.
And I think we're just tired of Hulk Hogan being in the main event, being the guy who begin the show, end the show, give his 2 cents in every second of the show.
Right. And I think they really backed themselves into a corner with this, not their version of the Shield. What's it called? Aces and Eights. Right. That the Aces and Eights angle
is NWO than Shield.
Yeah, has really run its course. Everybody, they've revealed everybody that's in it, and Taz, are you in Aces and Eights? Are you the good guy? Are you the bad guy? It's just, you know what? Give up on it. Just have Taz wake up. Show him in his bedroom, have him wake up, and the whole damn thing was a dream, and start over. It's just horrible.
Seriously,
doing Dallas style.
Yeah, exactly. And God, Hogan, just go away, retire already, get rid of him. Bischoff, Jason Hervey, and Brooks got to go.
At least I haven't heard from the Aces and Eights around here.
Yeah, amen to that.
Unless that's what this cough is all about.
Right? Yeah, there's something.
I think maybe they're poisoning me now. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the other fact is that I'm pretty sure I've seen one of the guys in a wrestling promotion marry the boss's daughter. and
Yeah,
have that be a whole thing. You know,
right.
let's see, what, 10 years ago it happened?
Oh yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Everything old is new again in TNA, and it's just like this. You know, like I said, they have all the same writers that WWE had. They have all the same talent that WWE had, and it's just a rerun. And like you said, we've seen it. Give us something different. Give us something fresh. And they've got, you know, it's. I feel bad for the, you know, like Rude, Storm, you know. Christopher Daniels, you know, these guys are there and they're like thrown to the background for, you know, guys like Hardy, who really isn't deserving anymore of the spotlight. Hogan, you know, even Sting, you know, is past his day. You know, let the young guys come up and show their stuff. And you do have some talented people there, and you're just not giving them the opportunity.
Exactly, but that's just the way it is. You know, they want to have the older people still around and hold the younger people back.
Right. The only thing I could say good about TNA is hopefully they're going to get Heart Attack Tommy Mack. He gets through the gut check challenge.
We're all voting for him.
Yep.
For some reason I'm not on that. I don't know. I should have been.
Yeah. Why didn't you go for
I agree.
I don't know. I think it was just. I don't know. I don't know how they did. I think it was. I don't know.
Oh, is it an invite?
I'm sure there's some link I could click to and email them my stuff. But
I think you need to.
I don't have to. We just
I think there's a serious outbreak here in North David too.
Yeah, after we just badmouthed it. I'm sorry. My opinion is not the opinion of Lucifer Lords.
So the other match they're going to talk about tonight is the three-way between Dolph Ziggler, Jack Swagger, and Alberto Del Rio. It's just a three-way.
Yeah.
Ladder match.
Oh, that's a ladder match?
It's a ladder match.
They're going to hang the title up?
Obviously.
Yeah.
That's what they usually do.
You know, never saw that before. You know,
it's commonplace now.
Yeah. You know, what's extreme about a ladder match? What's the extreme rule?
It might have been extreme 10 years ago, 15 years ago. They weren't doing it too much, but now it's like commonplace.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What is extreme about extreme rules?
Not much anymore. Every match has a stipulation.
Right.
Why don't they just have a pay-per-view only, and then they could really be extreme? They don't have to be PG rated.
That's what I'm saying. You know, if you're pressing that buy button, then you know what, there should be a disclaimer. Hey, you're pressing this, you're going to get something that you're not going to be able to flip on, you know, Monday Night Raw on basic cable.
Exactly.
I'm sure that will kill sales though, because now tons of families won't buy it because they don't want their kids watching it, and then like, oh, this isn't what's supposed to be.
That's what made Raw the Attitude Era so great, is because it was racy television.
And speaking of which, they just put out the DVD of the Best of In Your House, which
that was before the Attitude Era.
It was just at the you know.
Yeah.
You had
kind of in the in-between.
Yeah. Yeah, so you had a little taste of it. I really enjoyed it. You know, honestly, I wasn't really watching at that point in time. I don't think I've ever bought one of the In Your House pay-per-views. So for me, looking back, I mean, the DVD is a lot of fun.
You're going back to 1994, the year that Hollywood J. Williams graduated from the illustrious North Haven High School.
You're making me old, my friend.
1995 to 1999.
Yeah, 95 to 99.
95 to 99 was In Your House.
I think the DVD is a lot of fun, and
it was before that.
What's that?
I thought it was like 92 to 95.
I thought it was 84 to 89.
No, it wasn't.
In Your House.
In Your House. Well, whatever the years it covers. It was just before the Attitude Era. So you had all the players, Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know, you had all the players toward the end of the Bret Hart run.
Yep.
And it's a lot of fun. I really enjoyed watching it. You know, I would recommend it. The Blu-ray has about 100 extra minutes than the standard DVD, so that makes it worth it. That's for me. That's the difference between me purchasing the Blu-ray or the standard DVDs is how much more I'm going to get. If it's the same, you know, I'm not going to pay the extra $5-6, whatever it is. But I think in this particular case, the Blu-ray is worth it. And I think it's fun. I enjoyed it. You know, especially having not seen a lot of that material.
It would probably bring some memories back for me, you know.
Right. Now, were you a fan at that time?
Oh, yeah.
Give or take?
I was watching. I never got pay-per-views because my parents were like, no, we're not spending money on this.
Yeah.
But I watched Raw, and I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
didn't have the computer back then, so the next day at school, I'd run around and see who got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The pay-per-view. You gotta tell me what happened.
Right. That was the case with me. Sometimes we didn't get all the pay-per-views, but of course back then there weren't that many pay-per-views.
Right.
I think there was only four or five per year per federation.
Yeah, they weren't. Yeah, they weren't $100 a pop neither. But you can always find somebody with a VHS of it.
Yeah.
I know people that still have their VHS tapes. Matter of fact, at the school, there's like a mountain of them, right?
You throw it in every now and then.
Oh, that's fun.
Sounds like my closet. I got a
95.
couple cases of VHS tapes.
Yeah.
Old pay-per-views and stuff.
Yeah, we all got those in the basement or in the attic or whatever.
Nostalgia.
But our fact checker said 95 to 99 was the In Your House DVD.
The In Your House DVD.
Yeah.
That was about that time, yeah.
So yeah, it was like right at the dawn of the Attitude Era, and like I said, all the players that were in the Attitude Era were there.
Oh yeah.
The Rock, you had Bret Hart, at really the height of his popularity, and
that was around the time Shawn Michaels was coming. He he already came to age, I think, by then.
Yeah. Shawn Michaels, Davey Boy Smith, Diesel. Yeah. So you had all the players in line, and like I said, for me, having not experienced it during that time.
In Your House, they even had the front door there.
Yeah. That was a little hokey, but but it was fun. It's fun, to relive those moments. And they brought back the announcer. I can't think of his name. No, Pete something or other that did the original In Your House backstage interviews.
Okay.
They brought him to host the DVD.
Wow.
So it's neat to see him without hair.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, it's just a fun DVD. It's like $25. I'm sure you can scrape that up somewhere.
Of course. I make plenty of money. Believe me.
Well, Hollywood J. You got the bucks coming in, brother.
That's it. Also in play for tonight, whatever the Shield's going to do, Miz is coming back from making a movie.
Bore us to death.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're going to announce more matches for Unextreme. Let's just call it what it is, Unextreme rules.
Yeah. On WWE.com today, they showed a video, and they're going to show it again on Raw tonight. Brock Lesnar broke into Titan Tower, messed up the whole lobby, and trashed.
That's the invasion
Triple
thing.
That's
the invasion thing that I was trying to click onto, but I couldn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know what he was talking about.
He wrecked the lobby at Titan Tower, then he went into Triple H's office and trashed his office.
Wow.
So
that was nice of him.
How he's going to get from Stanford? Where's the pay-per-view? I mean, where's the Raw tonight?
Well, no, he's not advertised for Raw tonight.
Oh, okay.
Neither he nor Triple H are actually supposed to be there.
Well, that explains.
So that'll definitely explain that he can just be in Stanford trashing.
Right.
What's next? He's going to break into Triple H's house? That's probably next week.
Yeah, we've seen that before, too. Yeah, Triple H did that at Randy Orton's house.
Yeah. Or did he break in, or did he knock and ring the doorbell, and when Orton answered,
he busted down.
He busted down the door.
Yeah. So everything's been done.
Yeah.
Show me something that hasn't been done.
Do a kidnapping or something. They've probably done that before too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because
the Undertaker kidnapped Stephanie.
The Undertaker kidnapped Stephanie.
They kidnapped Paul Bearer.
Yeah.
So it's all been done. I think Edge maybe kidnapped Paul Bearer.
I think so. Yeah.
See.
All been done.
It's all been done.
CM Punk no longer listed for May 27th or June 3rd Raw TV tapings, so you're not going to get the chance to see him in Hartford.
No.
He's not. They're not listing Punk for any upcoming events, including the Payback pay-per-view. Say that 10 times fast in June, which is going to actually be in Chicago of all places. Punk wouldn't know anything about Chicago, right? Yeah. They want to create. It's either they want to create a surprise return, or they can't just figure out when they're going to bring him back. But he's on the injured list himself.
Oh yeah. He's been fighting injured for like almost the last year.
Yeah.
And you got to give the guy credit. He deserves a break to let himself get healed. And you know what? I think he'll come back 10 times as strong. Not just physically, but his character will come back with a boost. He'll come out, and I'm sure he'll have the mic and do a great promo and get right back in there.
So yeah, of course, because he's CM Punk. There's supposed to be a comic convention in excuse me, New York City. Somebody was telling me about.
Yeah.
And it's got different celebrities at it. Wizard World, right?
Oh, there you go.
Right.
I have a big comic book aficionado here. So.
Yeah, and I'm being encouraged to buy a ticket to that.
Yeah.
But the prices they're just getting more and more expensive as time goes on.
Right.
Well, you got to pay to get in, and then you got to pay for each person you want to meet.
Yeah.
For each person you want to meet.
And they bring in 50 different celebrities, all from sci-fi, comic.
That's because
always in there.
I understand, like some Star Trek people are going to be there, and
yeah, they would be like 5 big guys. Stan Lee's always there. Then you get like a Shatner or a Patrick Stewart. I think Cena, Punk, and Daniel Bryan are like the 3.
Yeah, I think Punk is supposed to be the one in New York, and he was telling me
Chicago. Because Wizard World runs like 6 shows.
Yeah.
So
there's one in Philadelphia with John Cena. Yeah. Oh, you want to pay the big bucks?
Yeah.
You go out there and you can meet CM Punk.
I will say, you mentioned John Cena. I'm very surprised that last week that they didn't boo Cena during that whole moment with the Make-A-Wish kids. Right? I'm glad they didn't, but I was shocked that because the Raw crowds are usually just booing Cena no matter what he's out there doing.
For once, they were smart.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I will give props to the WWE Universe for having a little class last week.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they always they boo Cena sometimes. They're always gonna get people that are gonna boo Cena.
Yeah.
I think people have been booing Cena since Cena was first around.
Yeah. But there are times where you got to pick your moments, and you got to pick your moments, and they show a little bit of class. So give them credit for that.
We'll give them credit for that.
And God bless John Cena and taking those kids. Hey, you know what? It's all on his own time. He doesn't make any money while he's doing it. He really doesn't get anything from it. WWE does promote it, but he doesn't have to do it. And not all the other guys are out there doing it.
No.
So hey, you know what? I'm glad that my children aren't in that predicament. But if
John Cena is probably the most charitable wrestler I've seen.
Yeah.
So far. I got to admit, he does.
I think he holds the record, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
WWE does the more wishes than anybody.
Yeah. So.
He's more charitable than Hulk Hogan was back in the day.
Yeah.
Going to different places. We're being, somebody's communicating sign language to us.
There we go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And the people in the back, my earpiece is gone, so if we do get any calls,
let us know.
Let us know some other way.
Some other way.
Yeah. My earpiece just went.
We're expecting a call from one of your colleagues, actually.
Sure we'll hear from somebody.
Yeah, let's get to that. PWA.
PWA.
Right. All right. A New Hope, Saturday, May 18th, 2013. The saga continues. Well, recently you were in Ohio. Let's get to you first.
Yes, this past weekend I was in Ohio.
Yeah.
One of the promotions, Underground Wrestling, I work for, we go out there, monthly basis. What happened was Buzz Bloodsaw, who was one of my rivals at the moment, didn't have a tag partner for his match. So, being that he is someone I face in the ring, he's also someone I respect, and didn't want to see him take these 2 guys onto the team of Legion, who, if you ever look them up, they are 2 pretty big guys, both well over 6'2" and a few hundred pounds on them. Definitely twice of me out there. But I decided to go out there and try and help him defend those tag titles. Kind of blame me for getting pinned. I guess he has a small right, I don't know. I did technically take the pin, lost the titles. So, but fun experience.
And you brought the Wrecking Ball with you.
The Wrecking Ball Legursky. He was there. He debuted with a big win over another big guy about his size, picked him up, gave him a world's strongest slam. So, got a good ovation for, and a big bonsai drop, and I don't think that guy was getting up.
Nice. And if you go on the Facebook page, facebook.com, PWACT, PWACT on Facebook, you can see the promo. Did you catch that? Did you watch the promo for A New Hope?
Yeah, I have.
Wrecking Ball is awesome on that.
Yeah.
I think he shocked himself when he put his fist through the wall.
He's a wrecking ball.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
He's on one path, and it's forward, and don't get in his way.
Yeah. All will fall to the Wrecking Ball. And we had the Wrecking Ball here first, Mr. VKM. We had the Wrecking Ball here first. And now there's another WWE wrestler being billed as the Human Wrecking Ball, and we're not very happy about it.
No, because we had the original Wrecking Ball here, sitting at that desk over there that you can't see because there's no camera on it this week.
But
Normie, earpiece maintenance.
Unfortunately,
maintenance.
I guess they decided
maintenance to the set. Look at this.
You know, your colleague's gimmick there, but
WWE must have saw it and said we're going to run with this.
Absolutely. They, you know, not 15 minutes later, all of a sudden the Ryback is the Human Wrecking Ball. It's very bizarre how that timing happened.
Yeah.
But you know, coincidence. Maybe.
I think maybe they tend to watch us a little bit.
I'm saying they do.
Yeah.
I'm saying they do.
They must.
I'm sure they have an eye in the sky everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Anybody that mentions them, hey, you know, they got to protect their brands, just like you have to protect your brand.
Absolutely.
So premiering on WWE,
stealing our stuff.
Right? Premiering on WWE.
They want to see,
tonight would be
just like Obama probably watches the Fox News, and he probably watches MSNBC just to see what people are saying about him.
Yeah.
And you know, McMahon, and I don't know about Dixie Carter so much.
I don't think Dixie Carter watches her own show.
Probably not. But you wonder. So Vince, if you're watching this, how you doing, buddy?
Right.
Nice that you're tuning in.
But the saga continues. Who do you know about the card coming up May 18th in
Well,
Shelton?
I know that the main event does not include me, which is a little upsetting.
Yeah.
Due to the fact that, if you noticed, I am a few pounds lighter.
Yeah.
Because I am no longer the PWA International Champion.
Right.
Grim Reaper got the better of me in a well-fought matchup last month. Very good, I'd say, for anyone who saw it. But he just had maybe one too many moves I couldn't get out of. And, you know, it's going to throw in the part of, I did take a super kick to the face while the referee was down by Azrael, which didn't help me
Right. So a little shenanigans.
in the long run.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
But what happens is now, with Azrael being the Tough 8 champion, rightful #1 contender, and me not being champion, the main event is Azrael and Grim Reaper.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is, you know, Little Schmidt is the commissioner. I don't have a match. What I'm going to do is I'm going to sit back, like the nice guy that I am, let those two guys duke it out. But they both know whoever wins will be facing me at the show after.
There we go.
And hopefully Little Schmidt makes that happen. If not, I'll be maybe wrecking his office.
Ah.
You know, we have crossed paths with Little Schmidt. You know, we did a three-way match where he decided to intervene. So we're not necessarily on the best of terms. So it's probably his little get back at me.
Yep.
So, like, instead of making a big ruckus about it, causing a big scene at the show, I'll just, you know, swallow my pride, sit back and let those guys do their thing. You know, it gives me an extra month to heal and go in 100%, just get my title back.
Excellent. Well, Little Schmidt's got his hands full with...
He's got a big package coming his way.
Oh, yeah.
As in Joseph von Schmidt.
Oof.
He indirectly caused Joseph a victory over AR Fox.
Yep.
While trying to interfere with the chair, he kind of got turned, and Joseph ended up landing on the chair himself instead of AR Fox.
So there's tension in the Von Schmidt
I don't think the
Nation
boss
now?
is too happy with what his little colleague had done. So they are
So
going
it's time to bring him to the school.
That is right. He's...
Time to bring little Schmidt to the little woodshed.
I can't wait to see that. It will definitely be a hard-fought battle.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've been in the ring with Mr. Schmidt, and it is not fun.
Oh. And AR Fox, speaking of AR Fox, is going to be on the card against Draven, I believe?
Yes. Wes Draven, two very talented guys. It
Boy.
will be a very high-flying match.
Yeah.
With something I'm sure we've never seen before.
You know, I, with all due respect to everyone else on the card, I'm going to say that's going to be match of the night.
It very well could be.
I'll say, as far as, you know, AR Fox is always so spectacular to see, and Draven is right up there with him. I really think that the talent level of those two fellas, and they're, like you said, they're both high flyers, and I really think that's going to be, right, the match of the night. And I'm telling you, it's going to be better than anything on TNA and anything at Extreme Rules. May 18th, right? You really need to get out. Shelton Boys and Girls Club. And, you know, it's less than the cost of parking at WWE Raw.
Yeah, right?
Which we've got our suite, right?
Of course.
June 3rd.
We're going to be up there styling and profiling.
Styling and profiling. We'll have our entourage. And
We're going to have our entourage.
we'll be there. So, you know, if you're going to Monday Night Raw on June 3rd, we'll be there at the XL Center in Hartford. Not 20 minutes from here.
The Squared Circle Skybox.
That's right. So, Wrecking Ball is going to have a match?
Yes, Wrecking Ball is actually taking on his partner from the last show. His partner is not happy and blamed him for taking the fall. So TKO,
Yes.
you know, will decided that he's going to take
TKO, like total knockout.
Terrence K. Otis.
Terrence K. Otis.
Terrence
Also
K.
But he
Otis.
will knock you out with the Atlas Punch.
Yes.
Okay.
He does like to use that.
There's a little bit of a size difference there.
There is, and I think TKO's has doesn't realize how much his hands are full with this
Oh,
one.
yeah.
But he was a veteran going in, and the new guy kind of takes the fall. So
You know, that would be like me trying to slam King Kong Bundy. Not going to happen. Not going to happen.
I don't think he's going to get him up, but he's apparently says he's taken into his own hands now, and he's going to show Legursky something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to be, but intriguing nonetheless.
And what's on the agenda for Mega Muerte?
I don't know.
You don't know.
That's bad on my part.
Yeah, he will be there. Correct?
I don't know.
He's on the
You
promo.
you don't
Yeah.
even know.
Wow.
He's on the
Card subject to change.
card
Yeah.
subject to change.
That's what happens.
But more than likely, we'll see Pedro Wandones
Yeah,
in some sort of capacity.
Oh, yeah, he is, now that I think about it.
Pedro Wandones the third, excuse me.
Mega Morty Woo, they're still in this loophole tag. I think they kind of got a Team Hell No thing going. Pedro kind of tells him what to do, but I don't think they know, they can't understand each other. One speaks Mexican, but Pedro speaks some kind of broken English, Puerto Rican, I don't know.
Right.
I think they're
you could speak Puerto Rican?
There are, I think, people that do.
It's a dialect.
Yeah.
It must be.
It's a dialect, and of course
I'm pretty sure they're taking on the team of Christian Frost and Earl Cooter.
Okay. And of course the lovely Tina San Antonio, Candy Cartwright.
They don't have many divas at PWA, but the ones they have aren't that bad.
Yeah. Well, I you know what? I personally have a crush on Tina San Antonio myself. I know you're more the Candy Cartwright,
Yeah.
so that's okay.
I mean, I don't know if there was somebody like Gail Kim there, forget it.
I'd be all over.
Yeah.
We'd be taking you out in a stretcher.
Probably. Yeah. I think I'm coughing now. I wouldn't be able to breathe.
Yeah. But PWA also was doing a youth program.
Yeah, well, right before we jump to that, we do have the Tag Team Champions match, too.
Excuse me. Yeah.
I figure we might as well, I'll plug Buzz for this.
Yep.
Even though, you know, he may deserve or may not. But there is Nocturne, and we like him.
Yes.
You know, the new PWA rightful tag champions, they won the tag tournament last show. Nocturne and Buzz Bloodsaw are
Killers of
taking
the Community.
Killers of the Community, the KOK,
Yep.
are taking on a team of King Swipes,
Yes.
who did not last very long in the ring.
King Swipes?
Yes.
Yes.
What does he do? Swipe debit cards? Or?
He's a break dancer.
Okay.
A swipe is some sort of break dance move.
All
You have to
right.
ask Ken, it's not my forte.
No.
Spin around all you want.
I
win
don't
matches
break
up.
dance myself.
Fandango.
Yeah.
But so he has a mystery partner.
Okay.
Because if anyone saw the last show, he had a gorilla, a life-size gorilla with him who
Yes.
chose not to get in the ring and wasn't much help as a partner.
Ah.
So now he has a mystery partner coming in to help him try and apparently take these tag titles away. I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
But he has a
Strange
lot of, I
things.
guess, cojones getting in the ring with the killers of the community.
Yes.
Because I can tell you, Buzz definitely brings it and brings it hard.
Yeah. And Nocturne's no slouch either.
No, not at all. I've never personally been in the ring with them.
Yeah.
But I know they definitely are very similar in how hard they hit and how they train. And now that they have the taste of those titles, they don't plan on giving them up.
Yeah, and I've seen Nocturne in his previous incarnation, and he was great then, and he's great now. And it's wonderful to have him over in PWA.
He's a good guy to listen to. He's been around a long time, always giving advice, and always take it to heart what he says.
Great. But
What about the youth movement, youth organization?
The youth program at PWA.
The PWA training facility where I personally train and the other guys train as well. We'll be starting a youth program on June 3rd. It'll be on Mondays and Wednesdays from 3 to 5 p.m. It is open to anyone from the ages of 13 to 17. So if you want to start getting the business, I know a lot of places start at, I think, 18.
Right.
Everyone's, watch any DVD of Jericho and all them, they all had to wait till 18.
Yes.
So it's a good opportunity to start getting in the ring now and start training. And by the time you're 18, then all of a sudden you're going to be where I am.
Yeah,
And I'm going to have a run for my money.
You're definitely going to have a leg up on the game.
Yeah.
The 13 to 17-year-olds. From what I understand, I did sign up my son, Jacob, which you've seen in this seat right here. I did sign him up, and it's more conditioning and
It's going to
getting
get you ready. Yeah.
Right. And so, I mean, Jacob doesn't expect to go in and do the Superfly Snooker Splash from the top of the cage.
Maybe not second or third day. Probably not the first day. But the students will get to be in the ring with Joseph von Schmidt, who is going to be running it, along with, I think, Buzz Bloodsaw.
That's correct. Yeah.
Will be the two. I'm sure I will be making appearances, and other students will be helping out. But it's a big opportunity because, Joseph is a guy who travels the world. He's in England right now,
As we speak,
defending titles.
Yes.
And to get in the ring with him and start training by one of the best, the guy I've probably been in the ring with is the best trainer I've had. It was a big advantage to start early. And
it is a big advantage because by the time they're 18, like you said, you're gonna be regretting that you trained them.
Yeah,
they're going to be coming after me once they get a taste for blood.
And, we've said it many a time, especially about PWA. Don't dream it, be it. And here's your chance. Any young person, man, young boy or girl out there, 13 to 17 years old. The way to get a hold of them is ProWrestlingAcademy@yahoo.com.
Yep.
ProWrestlingAcademy@yahoo.com.
Or come right down to the school, 33 Chestnut Street in New Haven. We're open every day, 6 to 10. There's always someone in there. You'll see at least one of us, trainer.
Yeah.
Someone will be there.
Yep. Mrs. Von Schmidt is usually there. And she helped us out, actually. She hooked me up, hooked Jacob up. And you know what? I mean, it's we can't mention the cost on the air, but it's no different than any other summer camp program, workout program, gym, style membership. And you know what? I mean, I've said it about you. I've said it about all your colleagues. Gentlemen, gentlemen, gentlemen to the end. You walk in the door, everybody is nice to you. Joseph von Schmidt and the crew there, right? Go to the shows, you meet these fellas, and they're all just absolute gentlemen, nice people, not a bad apple in the bunch.
Absolutely.
And I would not trust my own child, right, unless I trusted you guys.
We appreciate that. We strive to hold ourselves at a high standard, so we are respected and we are taken seriously. There are a lot of schools that open up, and possibly another one in the area opening up. And all I say is, if you choose to go anywhere else, just make sure they have the credentials. A good trainer of at least 10 years. You don't want to go in there and have someone take your money, which I hear horror stories about all the time.
Definitely. You guys aren't the kind to take anybody's money.
Exactly. That's why if you choose us or not choose us, just make sure you know where you're going. That's all I say.
Yeah, it's always buyer beware.
Yeah.
But you know what? I mean, it's not even a money issue. It's a trust issue, and it's a safety issue. And I come to your shows, and I see what you guys do. I've watched you guys train many a night. Right after the show here, and we usually pop in and say hello to you guys and bother you. But I see the way you guys treat one another. I see the way you guys interact.
They're like a big happy family.
Yeah.
Which is what you need.
That throws each other down.
If you get along, you'll be more productive.
We'll break
work together
for
as a
moment.
team.
Storylines are one thing, but you guys really treat one another, very well in the ring and outside the ring, and you treat your fans.
We actually have a call right now. You are live on the Squared Circle.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anybody from the Independent Federation that can beat Floyd Mayweather. They put him in against another stiff Saturday night. He won $32 million, or I don't know if he earned $32 million, but he was paid $32 million for a glorified sparring session against somebody named Robert Guerrero. And I don't know if Lucifer Lords or anybody from the Independents can just go in and please defeat Floyd Mayweather, because it doesn't look like Pacquiao's going to get a chance to.
I would love to take him on. I don't know. The Big Show couldn't do it, though, at WrestleMania. I don't know if I can. He's a small little bugger, but...
Hey, Goop, what about Kid Scrawny?
Kid Scrawny.
Oh, do you have a special guest in that studio?
We do.
No, Kid Scrawny's not making any comebacks.
Kid Scrawny's not. Kid Scrawny couldn't take Floyd Mayweather, huh?
No.
You don't think so?
But it's just a sad state of boxing. And Jay, I heard you mention that at the beginning of the show that there's no wrestling pay-per-views that have any juice now that with these matches. And I think it's the same thing with Floyd Mayweather. He won't fight Pacquiao. There's a young kid named Carmelo Alvarez, I think his name is, Canelo Alvarez, that's an up-and-coming welterweight, and he already defeated Shane Mosley, and Mayweather doesn't want to fight him, so he'll continue to fight these has-beens and just make tons of money. The kid he defeated last year, Victor Ortiz, I think is on Dancing with the Stars.
It was career.
But anyway, that's all I wanted to weigh in with, and just as an aside to my friend John Zimmerman, I just want to say I agree. We were schmoozing on Facebook that the best football movie of our time continues to be Horse Feathers, I think.
There you go. There you go.
All right, have a good night, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Ed.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
To expand on what Ed was talking about, I think a problem with the boxing game right now is it's being overshadowed by the MMA.
Yeah.
At the lowest level of boxing, you're not making the money that you're making at the lowest level of MMA. The money right now is in mixed martial arts. Would you agree?
Oh, I agree. Just because I think people like the fact that there's blood and takedowns and it's not slow paced.
Right.
I mean, imagine there are slow paced MMA stuff, but there's more to it. There's a bigger aspect with the cage and the hold submissions.
Yeah, and on your average MMA card, you're getting more of a variety. If it's just boxing, even if it's quality boxing for 8 matches, it's boxing for 8 matches. It's 2 guys standing there punching one another. Whereas in an MMA event, you're getting different styles. Like you said, you're getting takedowns. You might get some blood, and you get some wrestling. You get some boxing. You get some kickboxing in there. So you get more of a variety. And each match, the contenders have a different style. Whereas boxing is boxing, and you're going to get 8 boxing matches that are pretty much similar in style.
Yeah.
Where, like I say, MMA, you're going to have, if you have 8 matches, you're going to have 8 almost distinctly different style of match. So I think the money is right now in MMA. It's just such a popular thing, and the numbers, as far as if you're coming up and you want to be in the a combat sports game, you're going to make more money in MMA. The boxing right now isn't as popular.
You almost make the same argument for WWE. You get the same big matches on a card.
Yeah.
That aren't
For
producing
all
well.
the hype they make for these pay-per-views, and you end up buying it. And
Well, I for one, Extreme Rules.
I think
$60.
the greatest event of the whole season in wrestling now is the Raw after WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Every year it's always pretty good.
Right, they certainly proved it this year. Definitely. And speaking of Raw, it comes out on DVD 8 days from today. And WrestleMania, excuse me. WrestleMania comes out next Tuesday, the following Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
I believe that's the 14th. And I'm just curious to see how badly they're going to edit it. You would be an excellent judge of that. How much? Because last year's the Undertaker match last year was edited like 25 minutes cut right out of it.
Right out of the last. I'd say I don't have a DVD from last year.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. If anyone had taped it off of the original live event,
right,
and you compare it to what they put out on DVD, they cut a good 25 minutes out of that match.
So that 1-3 count.
Yeah.
Just why would they do that?
Because that was botched. That was botched. What's his face? Shawn Michaels botched the 3 count on that, and like the world stopped at that moment. I don't know if you guys remember that when Michaels definitely counted 3, and he even looked shocked, like holy crap, he just screwed up. And everybody, not only the whole stadium went silent. I think everybody at home watching it was like, thinking that Undertaker lost, and then oh no, they waved it off. It's like, oh come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they want to keep the streak going.
Yeah. So they definitely chopped the living crap out of that.
I might have missed that, I guess.
Oh,
I missed that too. I didn't have to, he must have done it quickly.
Yeah, but he just.
It was hard to see him in the ring from where I was there because they were about this big.
He was sitting and then he jumped all the way to the other side of the ring.
Yeah, because he knew he made a mistake. But I'm interested to see it. But what really strikes my interest is that I want to see Bob Backlund's induction. Because apparently,
I want to see Bob Backlund.
Apparently, his speech was like all over the place, and he was just wackadoo.
Bob Backlund.
If we get it.
Actually,
if we get it, right.
This year on USA, actually, they showed all of the entire Hall of Fame induction except Bob Backlund's speech.
Right. So I'm wondering if we're going to get that on the DVD.
Right. They didn't get Foley though, did they?
They did get Foley.
They did show Foley?
Yeah, but they didn't show
it was an hour and a half this year.
But they didn't show all of Bruno Sammartino's speech.
They didn't show the entire thing.
Right.
They
edited.
Because I heard they were only showing certain ones.
Yeah, they were originally going to cut Foley, and he protested, and he was like really upset. So they included
they should
him on
have
it.
anyway. It was dumb to think because originally I thought they were just going to do like Trump, Bruno, and Trish.
Right.
And I was like, they can't do that.
Right. Yeah, they wanted to give Trump a lot of time on the free, show, but.
We have a special guest caller.
Excellent.
Colleague of yours.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
You're live on the Squared Circle.
Hey, knock, who's there?
Who's there?
It's Hollywood J.
Hollywood J?
Yeah, and this is...
Who else is there? Knock, who else is there?
John Zimmerman.
Zimmerman.
And a guy named Lucifer Lords, who used to be the PWA champion.
Lucifer Lords?
Yes.
I know him. This is Lucifer Lords. What is he? Let me talk to him.
He's right here.
He's right here.
You can say whatever you'd like.
Whatever I'd like? Hey, Lucifer Lords. Doesn't feel so good to lose the title, does it?
I assume...
Guess who this is?
Who could this possibly be?
You don't know who this is?
No idea.
How dare you forget my name? This is Bloodsaw.
I thought it was Be Afraid.
You lost my title. No, they want to come on the phone to get it back.
You have to get in line, though. I'm pretty sure I will be holding that title well before you ever do.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Loser for Lords.
I know you took yourself out of the title run and teaming up with Nocturne because apparently you couldn't get it done one-on-one, so you need a partner now to hold the title.
Hey, don't you talk about the KOK like that. The KOK are the PWA Tag Team Champions, and we will always be the Tag Team Champions. We won twice already. Twice, you hear me? Twice. We won the Lethal Lottery. We won the Lethal Lottery, Lucifer Lords.
Who's the KOK facing on May 18th? And what's your prediction?
May 18th?
Yes.
Oh, May 18th, Shelton, Connecticut. TWA presents a new hope. That's the one you mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We got King Swipes. He's a dancing buffoon. You might have seen him. He comes out with a crown. He's the king of dancing. And I danced all over him when I pinned him in the ring. And he's coming back. He's got his dancing gorilla with him.
Yeah.
Slow Joe, the dancing gorilla. Ever seen a dancing gorilla before?
No, I haven't seen a dancing gorilla before.
I saw one time. I saw one. He was a really good dancer.
He's a loser. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'll beat him up anyway. I'll beat him up again and again and again. But he's bringing some other mystery partner with him. Some mystery partner.
Yeah, that doesn't matter who he brings, right?
That's right. You know why?
Why is that?
Because the KOK are the most lethal tag team in all of independent wrestling. That's why it doesn't matter.
Amen to that, brother.
That's right. Now let me ask you something.
Yeah.
did Lucifer Woods discuss the fact that we're starting a youth training program so that he has somebody he can wrestle against who's about the same size as him?
Wow.
I didn't put it in those words exactly, but I had mentioned some of it.
Yeah, I understand. I understand that you're going to be the head student trainer.
Yeah. You see, I feel that wrestling today needs more people who understand how to properly beat somebody like Lucifer Woods up. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah, so we're starting this program. We figure ages 13 to 17, you know, those are the right size kids that can come in, you know, learn how to beat up Lucifer Lords and, you know, really be developed into the next generation. What do you think?
I'm with you there. You know, I really think it's a great idea for you guys. It's great to get these kids started at a young age, and I think, you know, when they get to be 18, they'll have a leg up on the competition.
That's right. That's the idea. So we're starting this program up. I'm excited about it. Nothing excites me more than to see some people fighting, and that's what we're getting going. So, you know, Lucifer Lords, you shoot out the details for them. You let them know what's going on, and you let them know that June 3rd, when they come in and they step in with the blood saw, they're going to be getting ready for some wrestling.
Amen, brother.
Right?
Amen, brother. Thank you for the call.
Thanks for the call.
I'll see you guys later.
We will see you on May 18th.
Definitely.
With bells on.
Excellent. Thank you.
Take it easy. That was Mr. Buzz Bloodsaw.
Absolutely. Oh, he's not a fan of yours, it seems.
He's a little fired up.
He sounds a little off the wall tonight.
I tell you, he lost his tag titles in Ohio. Maybe a little bit my fault. Very small. The 1, 2, 3 it could be argued. I kicked out in time.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's funny that apparently these 13 to 17-year-olds are going to come and beat me up when he himself could not beat me in a match, which is a fact.
So how is he going to train somebody that if he can't do it?
I don't know. We'll have to bring that up.
I see your logic there. I see your logic.
I mean, I wrestled 23 minutes with him, and he did not come out victorious.
Yeah, and I did say that. I did see that match in person, and it wasn't, as I told you in person, it was an amazing match. You guys just really laid it all out. And again, more than you're going to see at Extreme Rules, more than you're going to see at Spike TV. Right? Keep your Spike TV, keep your Extreme Rules, go.
Anything's more exciting.
TWA, A New Hope, May 18th.
Plenty of tickets available.
I could wrestle my broom.
Well, they're going fast, though.
Oh, yeah, they are moving. You can still get them in, you know, there's PayPal links. You can get them online right on the Facebook page if you want to like that. Come right down to the school and buy them. Contact me personally. Anyone at the school.
You know, I had to buy mine from Wrecking Ball. He said, you got to buy some tickets. I'll buy some tickets.
A lot of people do what Wrecking Ball says.
That's enough encouragement right there.
Yeah, I happened to be going to the school to find out about this youth program. And outside, I literally ran into Wrecking Ball. I should say he ran into me. And he's like, you need to buy some tickets. I'm like, okay. All will fall to the Wrecking Ball. Here,
that's it.
Here's my money. Is that enough? Do you need more? I can go to the ATM.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do have my tickets already. Yeah, we don't get in for free. So it's not like we're hawking it just for free swag or anything.
No.
You know, we do pay along with everybody else because, you know, you got to support indie wrestling and you got to support these guys.
Exactly.
Everyone needs to support indie wrestling.
Yes, we always insist. And
I was hoping to hear from the Fogman tonight. I don't know what happened. I messaged him before.
But
because they had the CTWE.
Right. Yeah.
Over in the town hall over the weekend in
this
Bethany.
past weekend they also had NEW, the return of Ron Zombie.
The return of Ron Zombie.
Yeah,
he was victorious.
Yes, he was victorious.
He was in a tag match.
In a tag match with Bull Dread.
Yes. I talked to Dread right before. I did not. I had something to do that night, and I wish I could have attended it.
Yeah.
Because I talked to Bull before the show.
Yeah.
The day before when we were training, and he was very excited about being a part of that match.
Yeah.
And I don't know who his partner was. I know they took on Jay Busta.
Yep.
And possibly someone else from the Platinum Entourage. I do not know offhand.
Okay.
Jay Busta and the Platinum Entourage, Mr. Stevie Stamos, and enjoying his honeymoon. I understand.
Nicky Nitro.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
But taking us to Chicopee while we have a few minutes left.
Yep.
long as I get to Chicopee, as long as I can find Chicopee.
One day.
I was invited to a birthday celebration over the weekend, so for a former classmate of mine.
Okay.
Haven't seen in several years.
Yeah.
But if not, in any event,
Chicopee, Mass.
NEFW Battleground, May 11th, Boys and Girls Club at Chicopee, Massachusetts, featuring WWE's Hall of Famer. I don't know if he's in the Hall of Fame or not. Brutus the Barber Beefcake. I don't think he made the Hall of Fame
yet.
Not yet.
And he had a lot to say about that over WrestleMania weekend.
Mm-hmm. He will be there doing a live edition of the Barbershop. The Big O, who's Zack Ryder's good friend from the Zack Ryder show on the internet.
Yep.
Former TNA stars Amazing Red, Homicide, Brian XL, Shikara Pro Wrestling's Grand Champion Eddie Kingston. It's going to be Amazing Red and Brian XL against Homicide and Eddie Kingston. 30-man Battle Royal, which was originally for our #1 contender, which I think now is for the new, going to be crowning a new NEFW champion.
Excellent.
Since there's no more Christian Frost there.
Right.
He's now future endeavored.
Christian Frost.
I think he's doing all right.
He's doing all right, no?
Yeah, he'll be on our show.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm pretty sure he's taking on Vader coming up soon.
Wow. Wow.
I don't think he's too upset about not working for NEFW.
Team NEFW versus Team Defiant. The Boys Next Door, whoever they are, never heard of them, against Lineage. Pro Wrestling Savior JT Dunn takes on Chuck Taylor from Shikara. And like I said, a live edition of the Barbershop. I used to love the Barbershop.
Yeah.
Unless they changed it, I thought they were doing a tournament for the title. Unless now it's just that they're. I know
it might be
Nocturne is involved in some way, and I will.
It's a tournament or is it a battle royal?
I originally thought it was a tournament.
Maybe it's a tournament.
Well, you know, you're going to have to
it's advertised as a battle royal for the #1 contender.
Okay.
This is just me assuming.
Card subject to change, but attend the NEFW show up in Chicopee, Mass.
I'll get a hold of them this over the weekend.
Post it on our Facebook page. We'll get the details.
Yeah, because we're going to be going on vacation for a few weeks.
Yeah, we won't be back until June 10th, so the week after we actually go to Raw. So if you want to see us between now and then, come up and see us in Hartford. Ask for our suite. You'll be directed right to us.
We'll be up in Hartford. I'm gonna, I got a little mission to go on for. It's classified,
Tonight, we actually do have, before we run out of time, we got just a little moment. We have a WWE Hall of Fame inductee right here on our show.
Once again.
A couple weeks ago we had a Little Jimmy, WWE Superstar Little Jimmy, and now we've got the Hall of Fame inductee, Mr. Sacco. Welcome to the show.
That.
Mr. Sacco. Man, the claw? Anybody?
Thank you.
He's volunteering.
Mr. Sacco.
Mr. Sacco, Hall of Fame, WWE Superstar. Mr.
He's
Sacco.
right there.
Right here, brother.
Thanks for showing up, Mr. Sacco. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We're going to see you on June 10th. I'm Hollywood J. Williams. Good night and good luck.
Thank you to Lucifer Lords.
Thanks a lot, Lucifer.
I enjoy being here.
And
definitely.
John Zimmerman, as always.
We'll see you again. We'll see you on the 10th.